seasoned veteran. Give me the Jets in this game.
And then, so we have some momentum. We're 4-1 in our last few games now. We're now 5-4, have a winning record for the first time in the season. But we head back to New York. But we're not going to MetLife Stadium. We're going to Buffalo versus the Bills. And this is going to be that momentum test. And we're going to find out who are the Jets for real in this game. Who are they?
So, week 1, you had 9/11. You had Aaron Rodgers' first game as a Jet. First time playing somewhere for the first 18 years. All of this game, they're riding momentum. They've played great football the last month. I think this is a game that they can steal against the Bills. I think this is a game. I have a feeling they're going to split with the Bills.
Yeah.
And split with the Dolphins. And this is a game where I see them winning it.
Yeah, and for context, the Jets split with the Bills last year. So just for continuity, it's not like a crazy thing. And then the Bills have also lost a few players on defense. We don't know how good the defensive players are. We do like that they added a tight end in the draft, but it's going to be more firepower on this offense, but I feel like a little bit less defensive capability. So I like that pick, and we're now 6-4, probably fighting for the top spot in our division.
Yeah, especially after a big win against Buffalo.
And then we're going to keep that in-division momentum going because not only did we go back to New York to face Buffalo, we get to go home now in New York, and that's going to be against the Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins. And this is the first or second time they faced?
The first.
The first. Okay. So I think they're going to split with the Dolphins. So whether they win this game or not, they're 6-4. They've won 5 of the last 6. This is a game where I can see them get stomped. They got a lot of firepower there in Miami. I do think this is a game that the Dolphins will win.
Okay.
Because I think whatever game they face each other next, it'll be the win. It'll be vice versa. Either way, I think that one way or another they split with the Dolphins and Bills. But this game, I'm going to pick the Dolphins to trudge some momentum.
In New York in November?
Yeah.
Okay. This is also a Thanksgiving game.
This is a Thanksgiving game.
Yeah. November 24th at 3. I would assume that's Thanksgiving.
This does change things for me, actually.
Or it's one of the first Black Friday. Oh, it's the Black Friday game, actually.
This is the Black Friday game.
Yeah.
This actually changes things for me. I'm actually going to have the Jets winning this one.
Yeah. I feel like
later in the season, I have them losing to the Dolphins.
Yeah, because they play the Dolphins in December, so the humidity is going to be a shock for them.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right, 7-4 now.
7-4. That looks good.
Let's keep it rolling because we just hosted the first Black Friday game in New York, and now we stay in New York again versus the Atlanta Falcons, who are probably flying high at this point too.
Yeah, so I am a big Falcons believer this year. This is a Jets team that they played on Black Friday. They had a big game against the Bills, and they've won a number of other games. They're hot. They feel good about themselves. They're at this point 8-4. Falcons, on the other hand, they're playing for a division title. And I think that they're going to be hot. I think the Falcons stump some momentum for the Jets here, and I think that's a game that they lose.
Okay. So the Jets are now 7-5.
That sounds about right.
And then that is rounding out Q3. Then let's head into the home stretch. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think that this feels right now. I like where this is going.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. And then we have another home game. So this is 3 home games in a row now for the Jets. And they're going to be facing off against the Houston Texans in December. Yeah, in December.
I will pick the Jets to win this game. They're going to be playing for division title. I like where the Texans are going, but I just don't think they have enough talent at this point to beat the Jets in December at home.
Okay. And then we have the Jets going on the road to Miami. This is probably the game they lose, December 17th.
Yep. I think they're going to split with the Dolphins. So give me them to lose this game because they played on Black Friday. They got the win. I think this game that they split.
And then back home after going to Florida versus the Washington Commanders.
Win. I don't even have to explain why. It's the Commanders. It's Sam Howell. It's Ron Rivera. Yeah.
And Eric Bieniemy.
We got the Magic.
Don't forget about Eric, guys.
Yeah, Eric's still there.
And then they finished the last 2 games of the season on the road. So that's going to be, after 3 games in a row, they're going to be on the road 3 of the last 4 games, probably making a playoff push because they're 9-6 at this point. The weirdest fucking game, and this is going to be the hardest game to predict all year.
I'm here for it.
The New York Jets going to Cleveland to face the Browns. Who the fuck knows what the Browns are going to be?
So you said they're 8-6 or 9-6?
9-6.
They're 9-6.
Probably
Man,
fighting still for a wild card spot.
yeah, this is a tough
Both
spot.
teams probably.
I I think I might actually take the Browns here
Yeah, at
because
home.
I feel good about the Browns next season. I think that they're going to be better than we think. They have a loaded roster. So this is a team that could absolutely surprise some people. So on a whim, if I had to lean one way or the other, I'm picking the Browns.
Yeah, I feel that too. I honestly lean Browns because the Browns at home, we have Miles Garrett. We improved the defense this year, and also we stole Elijah Moore from the Jets.
Yeah, they still
And we get a Mark
Zadarius
Cooper.
Smith too
Yeah. No,
for nothing.
we still got some pretty talented players on the Browns. And then if Deshaun Watson is himself, he's a top 5 quarterback in the league. And I think he's better than Aaron Rodgers if he is.
Yeah, for
At
sure.
home, I like that pick. I feel good about it.
So that's 9-7.
9-7. And then we finish out the year versus the Patriots, which we already called as a Jets win.
I see that as a Jets win. They are now 10-7. Patriots end their season 7-10. Jets get their 10-7 win. They get their king Aaron Rodgers to the playoffs. I like this a lot. This is what I predicted. I think anywhere between 9 and 11 wins is what you should expect from the Jets this year.
Yeah.
Which is fair. I think that's
Yeah,
completely
10
fair.
and 7 for the Jets. I feel like that's very fair so far this year. And then so I have the Patriots as 7-10, Jets as 10-7. Now let's go into the Dolphins and the Bills schedule.
All right, so I got the Bills schedule pulled up here. I'll write this down. We'll keep this in mind. We got the Bills here. So we start with the 9-11 game in week 1. How do you see this game shaking out?
Yeah, I definitely see the Bills. Like you mentioned before, with continuity, we talked about it in our Jets schedule preview. Go ahead and check out that video. We have the Bills at home versus the Jets. Aaron Rodgers seems like he always has a bad week 1. Remember that Saints blowout game? And that was a pretty
Yes.
average team. So Aaron Rodgers has some pretty epic collapses in week 1, especially at home in Buffalo. We saw what they did to the Rams last year. This is the definition of a wagon early on in the year. So give me the Bills. Give me the Bills for sure.
And then we got the Bills at home against the Raiders.
Oh, the Bills are going to drop 40 in this game. Like, are you kidding me? Like, the
Oh, yeah.
Raiders went out there. They got another pass rusher to go with Max Crosby, but still, I think Josh Allen, you gave him Kincaid, which I feel like is going to be
Monster.
an amazing
Monster.
addition at tight end. And then it's going to open up the game for Diggs. So, yeah, give me the Bills in this game.
And then some reason their schedule starts pretty good because they go to FedEx Field to face the Commanders.
Oh, yeah. Like we said in the previous video with the Patriots and the Jets, that's a win. We don't even have to explain why.
Exactly. And then to end the first month of the season, they're at Buffalo, in Buffalo, I should say, with
Yeah.
all their rowdy fans taking on the Dolphins.
Taking on the Dolphins. I think this is a game that Miami wins. Miami has given the Bills a lot of trouble, especially when Tua has been healthy. They almost went to Buffalo last year and won in December. They had that close game versus them, and now you have Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard on that team. People are sleeping on some of the additions that Miami made this year, so I think this is a huge break in the schedule for Miami, especially because they get to go to Buffalo in this game in September when it's still warm out and not have to worry about the noise. Can Tua throw in the coal? Like, no, we're just going to go out there and ball out with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill.
I like it. I see the vision. So now we start week 5 and we're at home again. This is when they're overseas. This is an international game. I want to say this is the Germany game.
Germany. Okay.
Tottenham. I don't even know where this is. Somewhere in England.
Tottenham. Yeah.
Some Brit.
Tottenham Hotspurs.
9:30 game. Jags and Bills.
Oh, no. They're going to lose.
It's
We're
the Jags.
3-2 now. You can't beat the Jags overseas in London. It's not London. It's the Tottenham Spurs, which maybe, is that Germany or is that still England?
I think it's England or something.
Either way, Jacksonville is undefeated in international games. So after a 3-0 start, Bills are starting to stumble a little bit.
But it's okay, though, because at home, they face the New York Football Giants on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, so we go against Brian Daboll, old coach, trying to turn Daniel Jones into Josh Allen. Although Daniel Jones is like the penny stock version of Josh Allen. If Josh Allen was a multinational corporation, where Daniel Jones, you may lose all of your money on him, or it may go up to like, you know, a few dollars. But no, this matchup is discount Josh Allen. at the dollar store for free versus Josh Allen. There's no way. There's no way they lose.
So then, after this game, after they face penny stock Josh Allen,
Josh Allen.
they go to New England, October 22nd. They're 4-2. They're riding hot after a win against the lowly Giants, and they face the Patriots.
Yeah, 5-2 makes sense for a start for them. Going to the Patriots, I don't think Buffalo's going to have a problem with New England. They've been blowing the doors off them the past few years. I don't think anything's changed, and if anything, I think the Patriots have gotten worse on offense. The only thing they really added was a coordinator. You lost, I mean, two pretty